Just 20 miles from the start, both Michele and Blomqvist began to have difficulty selecting gears. The first leg was to be 1,647 kilometres long, from Nairobi down to Mombasa and back to the capital, Nairobi once again. This proud spectator with his Porsche should get out the way pretty quickly as one of the Opels come through. Both of the Opels of Vatanen and Weber were running well in the top 6. But for the Audi team, things got from bad to worse. Although both cars had cleared their target times by the third time control at Nkama, problems were to arise there, both gearboxes being incredibly hot on the Audis. Whilst Hannu Michele had his replaced, Blomqvist was still stuck at that third time control. No problems for the Opels early on, and no problems either for Bjorn Waltergard, who was to lead at the end of the first leg by the time the cars got back to Nairobi. But back to the unfortunate saga of the Audis, Blomqvist was still at Nkama, unable to move with his gearbox completely broken. The world champion was out of the 1985 Safari Rally. Shaker Mehta with the number 4 Nissan 240 RS was to be in 10th place by the time the cars reached the 10th time control. Nobody knows this event better than the Kenyan. The first part of the Safari Rally is almost a Grand Prix-like event into the tighter hills. In theory, the Audi Quattros of Michele and now the retired Blomqvist should have had a 20-mile-per-hour top speed advantage over the rest of the field had their 6-speed gearbox worked. Spectators here believe in getting the best possible view, even if it means standing in the middle of the road. Timo Salonen gets them all out of the way. The World Championship leader was also to be afflicted by problems in the early stages of the event. The timing chain broke on the number 6 Peugeot at the Kamutwa control number 24. He had to wait for over an hour for his service team to arrive, in fact losing a total of 85 minutes. So out of the top 10 for the number 6 car, but there's still a long way to go. And without a doubt, the Safari Rally is the most important sporting event to be held every year in Kenya. And sure enough, every year, tens of thousands of people line the route. Most of them, as in Portugal, with suicidal tendencies. Ari Vatanen with the number 7 Peugeot. Well, he's afflicted by one serious problem. He runs out of fuel and has to stop at a filling station. What actually happened is that a fuse broke in the car, and so that couldn't tell him he was low on fuel. Here, he does everything possible to make up ground.